see if streaming tonight's good. I'm so sleepy. That's why we're starting it at an earlier time, right? Okay. My head hurts so badly, but I'm glad that people are showing up. The ibuprofen actually worked pretty well, not gonna lie. Okay, let's see. So, hey everyone, we're gonna, I don't know, draw a really, really fun design today. Yeah. I've already designed a Rumble thing, because I don't think that his clothes are very, well, they're not really much of anything, to be honest, but I think that the main thing, the biggest priority is the mech, because it does not look good. It's kind of atrocious. Oh, gosh. I'll do the skin review. I hope that everyone can hear me fine. There's things going off in my mic, so, you know, at least the stream won't be wrong in that way. It'll just be wrong in another way. Until I figure it all out, huh? Let's see. Alright. We're waiting for those 2 fun minutes to go by. Well, not really. Yes, I'm getting ready to rumble. Ugh. I've been like sick all week. Well, partially sick. Never actually running a fever, but yeah. I'm so glad I saved one of the most labor-intensive streams to be during a time of great unease. But we are gonna take a look at the Rat Man and hope that we're gonna figure him out, I guess. Okay, let's go. No. Does this every time? I don't know how to... Alright, whatever. So here's his model. I mean, there's more polygons on it than Zillion, if I'm being honest, but that's not really the most compliments you could give something. This is just a strange look for a robot in general, I feel. Because it's just... I mean, they're kind of making a Blitzcrank silhouette with us, but it's just full of a bunch of contraptions that, I mean, they don't really look so much like they've been, like, pasted on, but more like he took actual working things and then just glued them to, like, an action figure. It's also, like, one change I'm definitely gonna make is the harpoon ability is gonna replace his mace, because he can just attack with his harpoon for auto attacks. It's not that hard. I mean, we want to be mindful because we're not changing abilities, so he'll still have his overheat mechanic, which we have to worry about. We'll have to worry about flamethrowers, the equalizer, and the electroshock, like, harpoon. But, Jesus, this one weird fucking robot. I mean, it's not even, like, weird in a nice way. Like, it's just ugly. With parts that don't even really make sense. Like, I'm assuming this is supposed to be some kind of generator, and then an exhaust pipe, and then gas hooked up to the flamethrower. It's strange. Not personally the biggest fan in the world of said design. Because with, you know, Rumble is a character that's very patriotic, but this doesn't look like it... Well, it's not got the nicest silhouette anyway, but it's also just a thing of... This doesn't fit in Vandal City in any way. Like, at all. It's just that there's a Yordle in it. Speaking of which, it's fun because Rumble is one of those characters that keeps on changing origins for basically zero reason. Like, for LOR, I think it's because he has synergy with Scion, and that's why they made up that whole, what's it called? Like, excuse for why he was in Noxus. I mean, I'm glad that, like, he's actually using the things to actually, like, drive the thing. Like, there's nice details, like, he's, like, pressing on the gas and stuff like that, right? And, I mean, I'm not gonna take away his gloves. Those are a very important part so that you can understand that he's controlling the thing. Also, Rumble himself is very ugly. But, like, I can't just say, yeah, he's ugly, and give, like, no, like, actual proper excuse for it, you know? Well, excuse isn't the right word, but, like, just saying something's ugly doesn't really solve any problems. You're not really directing any meaningful feedback there. And so we're gonna just take a look at all of these things. I don't understand why they put him in Shurima. Like, maybe the idea is that he's a world traveler, like, scavenging for goods in all types of places, but that's not the narrative they ever go with for a lot of the areas, except for his color story. Also, his bio, just like what's it called, Teemo and Rumble's bios are hilariously outdated. It is actually kind of funny to see what they like just haven't added at all, really. And this is his crit animation. There's not real, like, besides the bounce or whatever, like, I like the fact that his ears are floppy, but they're not as floppy as, you know, you'd want. What the fuck? I'm sorry, guys, I feel a little bit delusional at this very fun second. But you know, he's just doing that. Oh, hey, he's not ugly. I think that they'll start updating bios because of the MMO. I've always hated how bad his ears look in game. It reminds me of those frilled lizards. Yeah, like, it's not even in his splash art, really. See, well, let's get a T-pose on him, right? So, like, they weren't, like, completely fucked up in the head when they designed Rumble, but it's still, like, very weird in terms of proportion. And, yeah. I really do wish for some clarification. So if the MMO does come out and we've got that, you know, I'll be a happy camper. Because I feel like Teemo, Corky, Rumble, all those players could actually really tell you a story about Bandle City. Because they're all characters that don't really have any other storylines. I think a problem with Rumble's head, really, is the fact that his face is way too low. And I get that it's so that you can, like, what's it called? You can see him and he's leaning back. Like, that's the whole point, right? But it ends up with some weird, like, proportions in general, and his outfit's not really anything of note. It's a t-shirt, some pants, gloves, and pads. But the real thing is Rumble's silhouette isn't actually really at all dictated by Rumble as a character. It's dictated by this horrific looking mech here, and that's why I have to. I'll give it to him. Still one of the best death animations in the game for how old it is. Also brutal. He's catch on fire and stays burning. They can make a lot because Yordles can't die. Like, Yordles can actually die. There's been recorded stuff about that. It's just Riot doesn't know what to do with said Yordles. So we've got some really conflicting information about them, right? And Rumble just kind of got left in the wayside, essentially. Like, the reason why it talks about humans in Rumble's bio is because Bandle City was once not a pocket dimension. It was, what was it called? It was a country that you could go to. You could travel by boat and get there. Which is strange, right? Anyway. But yeah, that death animation is fun. And, you know, we want to keep, like, the main ideas in check, which is have a chassis here that you can see Rumble in, because he's the champion. The robot isn't the champion. Because we don't really want a champion named Tristy now, do we? But yeah. Fun ejector seat. It doesn't really actually show off Rumble's character as much as it does the machine's character, and by extension, Rumble, right? Let's see. Like, idle animations can tell you a lot about a character, but I'm just not really sure of this. They say that Yordles are a mass of energy / magic, but they're all happy all the time, but Vex is sad because she can't die. Well, you see, they are not happy all the time. It's more like Bandle City. Yordles tend to, what's it called? Give each other back positive feedback loops. It's like, Tristan is not happy all the time. Neither is Lulu. Neither is Corky. They're emotional in that sense. Vex is sad because she can't die, but it's more like she's sad that, well, it's more about a story of an immortal, like a young immortal, just figuring out that everyone around her will either die and be forgotten, or are her parents and will never die, no matter how old she gets. It's kind of the whole thing, right? Anyway, back to Rumble Idol. This just tells me that he's antsy or whatever. It's really hard because Rumble also doesn't have any eyebrows, and his eyes aren't large enough to become expressive. His mouth is turned in, so everything about, like, genuine expression inside character is, limited. So they have to make the machine the character instead of Rumble, which is, fair, right? It's the biggest thing. You can do a bunch of exaggerated emotions, but honestly, they deserve more. But, also, this is fun, but, it's telling you about the same thing here. It's robot malfunction, Rumble going, oh shit, and fixing it, technically. It's like how you, kick a, what's it called, a washing machine. I hate it here. Anyway, Rumble laughing is good, it's just that he doesn't have any expressive eyes, and what they're doing is just stretching his mouth out. But, the acting is there, because it's basically him laughing so hard that he has to, catch his breath. But, yeah. Also, I don't know why Bandle City has so many Boston accents. It's funny. To me, Rumble needs to be just a little bit more funny as a character. What's it called? Because every Yordle has kind of a shtick, or whatever, right? And Rumble is on the cusp of having that, but, they don't really do anything with him. You can't really immediately tell you, the joke that Rumble's trying to go for, or the specific loony character you're after, right? like with Poppy, you know, you've got her overly humble personality. Uh, but, you know, I think it would be funny if, like, Rumble, just give Rumble Scout TF2's personality and it'll be great. No complaints there. Uh, though, let's get on to Rumble skins. We don't actually have that many to go through, so that'll be nice, you know? Rumble in the Jungle is his launch skin, so, you know, that'll be a way of judging him. Oh. It's, okay, Well, you know, at least I can tell sort of what's going on, but, I don't understand how you made him uglier. He's... Also, his jeans look like his fur, so it doesn't really come across that well. And also, if they wanted to do this machine that's built out of, like, bamboo logs and all that shit, then I really don't understand why we need to have the the fucking Faygo cans of soda. It's you know, at least it's not a recolor, but you know, it kind of is. It's like a worse chroma. All right, build your out, Rumble. Not like this. I'm so sad. Okay, let's see. Bildrat, Rumble. I like the idea that it's a fucking boat. It's just this. Like, you don't actually need to have visible wires. But, like, because this silhouette, I mean, it would be kind of cool if this was like a chain gun and it was feeding stuff, right? But the thing is, it's not. Though, the equalizer being cannons, very cute, very good. They just said fuck it and gave him a Noxian mace. Let's see. They modeled the whole ship and they put it on a ship wheel. So, you know, kudos there. Though, I feel like you should have made this a cannon also. Rumble here has on like a cute little outfit, but you know, we still don't like. I know these are probably supposed to be his eyebrows, but they won't convey anything. Though the equalizer's animation works pretty well for him. Anyway, Super Galaxy. Alright, this one's, I think, an ultimate skin. Not an ultimate. What's it called? Legendary. And you know, they've fixed up how Rumble's awful mech looks like, but it's also just not a very cool mech in general. But like, for the thing that they're going for, you know, it's good. Though, you know, the whole not being able to see the fucking model, a little bit of a problem. But yeah, these attacks are nice. Yeah, this is most definitely like a legendary, I believe. It must feel good for like Rumble players, probably. I don't actually... I really should have asked what people wanted to see in a Rumble redesign, because it's hard to really tell. Like, Rumble isn't much a part of the design himself, which is kind of the point. Okay, here he is. What the fuck? You know, at least he's got his Super Sengen Tuppa Gurren Lagann thing going on. Though, still ugly. Like, seriously. I mean, I want to keep, like, his ear shape, but, like, it's also just, like, unsettling. But he does look more like a rat in this one. So, I mean, rat enjoyers, you got your man. Kind of reminds me of, what's it? Max from Psychonauts. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make the man scrawny. So that'll be fun, huh? Fucking dies. I'm a little bit known for my dislike of Discord moderator Rumble here, but you know, it's not like I hate the players or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that like most people just want to see like a little guy in a big stupid fucking mech suit, and like, you know, Rumble kind of gives it to you. Though, it's hard to really, what's it called? Empathize? It's just not really a character archetype I normally go for. Though, yeah, just make him Scout TF2, have him be a little bit too cocky. He's still smart, which is something you cannot say for Scout TF2. But, I mean, in return, I don't think that Rumble can run very fast, so the only real through line is that neither of them can get bitches, okay? That's just a fact. You know, these things would probably be a lot nicer if I could tell what's going on. Anyway. He's a fucking rumble ball. Rumble ball. Very silly. Yordle should be number 1, silly. Number 2, funny. Number 3, I don't know, an actual character. Also, I like that this one, like, the robot emulates Rumble. And that's pretty fun. Because he's a tiny guy and he's using this as an extension of himself, essentially. Anyway, if there's Rumble enjoyers in the chat, why do you specifically like Rumble? And I'm sorry for calling him a loser, but that's kind of the situation, canonically, because he's just a strange kind of guy. Though, that fucking respawn, hell yeah. I always like seeing respawns like this, anyhow. Run. It's not much of a run. Run, home guard. Yo, shit's flying. I like when Mundo gets a car. Let's see. Spell 1. Spell 2. So it's, you know, if I could look at the VFX, it'd probably be good. Though, that's fun to see the overheat. I think that, Rip Rumble die. I thought, Scout does get a shot with one person, though. No fried chicken yordle girls. I like Rumble because he enhances the immersion experience of, what, getting no bitches in your fucking office space? Sorry. Scout does technically get a shot with, fried chicken girl, though that's just called, like, being casual. Anyway, it doesn't really look like Miss Pauling actually returns Scout's affections. It's very funny. Let's go on to Badlands. It's a joke because Rumble controllers. You know, fair enough. But I hate when they fucking do the Rumble controllers. I'm like, I don't need the shaking in my hands. Why are you doing this to me? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I didn't sign up for this. So here's another design for Rumble's mech. It's not as outwardly terrible as his base skin is, and I do actually think that like his outfit is pretty fun, especially since it's a completely different Rumble, and also the ears look right, and also his hair's not bad. But the main problem about this skin's not Rumble himself here. It's the fact that, like, this shape language just needs to be, like, this car just needed to be, like, a little wider or something. Because it's just hard to... It's too square is the problem. So you don't get the, like, long body language like you'd usually get for Qs. Like, if these weapons were out to the side a little bit more or something, it would, in my opinion, balance out the design quite a bit. Because this is chunky, this is chunky. All the visual language is here. I mean, you could mistake this for a Blitzcrank coming onto the field, so that's kind of a little bit of a problem. Yeah, it looks like a weird booster seat in a mech. Yeah, like, the problem is that it looks a little bit too much like a chair. Like, it has all the features of a chair, essentially. You know, the two legs, the seat, and the overhead. But, yeah, it's just that, like, tire tracks, kind of, like, the treads or whatever, are just making it a little too clunky for my liking. Alright. Yo. Fucking menace to society. Though, at least you can, like, also they actually animated him, which is nice. Also, I'm keeping him lanky and, well, not lanky, but scrawny. Because, I mean, it's a little hard with how big Yordle's heads are, but that's the whole point of proportioning. So the skin, like on Rumble himself, yeah, looks good. Like they fixed up his weird fucking hair situation there, but it's just pity because of how it is. And we're going to his last skin that he's gotten as of recent, which is Space Groove. It's weird because I could have sworn that he had more skins, but maybe it's just because I think he's a character from very early in development, but it's not. I mean, like, here they make the mech actually look nice, or whatever. Well, as nice as you're gonna get. Though, in this, canon or whatever, he's supposed to be a DJ of sorts. And I like how you can see a little screen there. And the fact that these speakers kind of look like eyes and stuff like that. It's just that, like, Rumble's base of like a mech just isn't as exciting as you could go with like the idea of like a small gooey DJ that rides around on a stage. Like, that sounds so cool. But, you know. He's so stiff. Also, Rumble in this one, I mean, they tend to make Rumble more like a mouse than everyone else, which makes sense. He's literally a Junkrat, obviously. Though, it's just funny to see, like, I mean, this guy's just a gummy bear. Though it's kind of peak Rumble performance, not gonna lie. Have you ever seen someone with that expression? At least he has technically some eyebrows. It's just that we can't, like, the focus of Rumble's clothes is kind of null and void. So Rumble really shouldn't be the, like, extremely lively colored one. I feel like that the mech would have more like flashing RGB lights or whatever. He's literally a DJ, but it's just a little bit boring. So yeah, that's how I feel about it anyhow. Anyway, I started earlier because I wanted to get this drawing done in a reasonable amount of time. Oh shit, did I disconnect? God damn. Alright. Alright. Bro, what the fuck is going on? Frantically, I gotta get out. Listen, I can be a reasonable person, but it's also just the fact that I don't want to see Rumble's face for very long. That's a little mean. I don't mean that, Rumble. God damn it. Let me just... It's just that metal and big fucking objects or whatever, right? Take a shit ton of time to make anyhow. So we're gonna be using some of Urgot's concepts or whatever to get the real feel for, you know, a real deal mech. 'Cause, God, I would charge someone a lot of fucking money in order for this kind of thing. So yeah, we're mostly focusing on the mech. And I figured that like an easy way to get through this, right, is to highlight what's from what or whatever, yeah. Also, you can kind of tell from my sketches or whatever that I want this mech to be pretty bug-like in terms of design. Okay, god damn it. Alright, let me... Because I want this mech to really feel like a Bandle City creation, you know? It's I think that like a bug-themed mech, essentially, would be cool. A rat in a bug suit. It's his exoskeleton. Please stop naming your fucking robot after women. Please, Rumble. You have zero game. None whatsoever. It's funny, but you know, it's a little sad. Let's see. But, you know, despite Rumble not actually being a character really in main canon, League of Legends or whatever, right? He has a lot of people he just absolutely hates. And it's really funny. Because it's like the most, like, interaction, technically, that a Yordle has with others of their own kind. Which makes sense. He's basically like a beacon, like the poster boy for envy, essentially. Anyway, yeah. So I have to kind of make him a foil to all the people he fucking hates, essentially. Which I think is fun. He's a foil to Heimerdinger. He's a foil to Teemo. And to a certain extent, he's a foil to Tristana, too. Also, I like the idea that the reason why Teemo doesn't use, like, a gun or any kind of technology besides, like, being there for, like, the old ways or whatever, is that, since Rumble is the weapons supplier for the military, he just keeps giving Teemo a bunch of fucking junk to use. So Teemo just uses what's already worked or whatever. Because he just does not get what this guy's deal is. I'm also using an Urgot concept because, I mean, this shit's bug-like as shit, yeah? So, you know, also references are just important. And we're gonna put Rumble there for scale, essentially. So this is the cockpit. Also, Legends of Runeterra tries to pretend like Rumble gets bitches, when I assure you he just printed out some girl's face named Rose. It's really funny. Though, seriously, it's like Riot has, like, zero ideas for what to do with the character, so they just keep putting him in different scenarios and hoping they work out. Like, the Shurima plotline. Okay, maybe we can explore what Yordles are like in Shurima. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole, like, Ascended War and stuff like that. Makes sense, alright? But then we get to Legends of Runeterra. No, we're not going with that, actually. We're going with the idea that he and a bunch of other Yordles, like, fight out in Noxian fighting pits. Or some shit, yeah? Which doesn't really make much sense. But, I mean, you know, I don't have any say in what Mr. Rumble does in his fucking free time, man. Though I think that he should keep the narrative mostly to Bandle City and how he views other Yordles in terms of his own, like, self-loathing, that kind of thing. Because to me, like, Rumble doesn't have a, like, he has a bunch of connections that could make good story through lines. It's just that he himself isn't an entirely interesting character. Like, you're not really rooting for him to get with Tristana. Well, at least I'm not. I'm a very fun person at parties. And God, if you're real, please, please do not smite me for the abomination I am making currently. I don't understand how people find this fun, but, you know, people also find, like, math fun, so. I figure giving him, like, a little fairy ring would, like, push the ideas of, like, a Fey robot, because, like, that idea really hasn't been done. I think that it's a cool concept if, like, he bases, like a mech on fairies, or, like, just things that exist in Bandle City. Because he's actually one of the most patriotic Yordles. Well, I mean, he is literally the, like, weapon supplier for, everyone. So, like, yes, he is part of the team. Though I don't think anyone hangs out with him afterwards. So, that's funny, right? Oh, also, a quick word or whatever. I'll be streaming like some kind of art piece on like next Saturday too, so that'll be fun. It'll be with my contractually obligated friends, except it's not. We have never actually signed a contract, and it's just for fun, really, and for charity. It would be a very cool mesh of Fey and mechanical stuff. Like, it isn't elemental or a rune guardian. Yeah, like, exactly. Because, like, I don't want this design to read like mecha anime. Because, sure, it's an easier, like, time for some people, right? But the idea here is that we want like a proper mech, not like a construct made by a magical like being or whatever. Like, it's just not like an aesthetic that's really tapped into. And I feel like, you know, robots being like bugs is like a very easy thing to do. It's not exactly rocket science, I don't think. So, like, he uses stuff that he finds in, like, Shurima or Piltover and stuff like that for, like, building a better thing or whatever, right? Also, like, in general, Rumble should be more... He should be less of a normal person, is what I should really be saying. Because, really, if you've got a normal person Yordle, you're doing something, like, something wrong. You're doing something wrong there, right? Like, Teemo, I don't really specifically like because they don't really give Teemo a personality. I mean, they pretend like they do, but it's just not there. He's kind of just a guy but like, fans made him into an interesting character. So, right, just went with that. Well, as interesting as just a shallow concept or whatever can be. It's like how this Stealthus Queen from Monster Hunter 4 can work together with their smaller male stealth drones to fight as mech combo of two insects. What the fuck? Okay. I haven't really played Monster Hunter. I hear it's really good, but I don't think it's a game that I specifically would find, entertaining? Not entertaining, just like, I don't know. It's a genre that I don't typically explore. I'm sure that, like, if I played it with friends, I'd like it, but I think that goes for, like, any game, really, unless it's, like, fucking chess, I guess. You would have to be, like, really junk in order for, like, chess to be fun, you know? Or just, like, doing some things. Monster Hunter games are pretty fun, but they are a sponge for hours. Like, I feel like that's true. that's most definitely true. It's just that, like, I don't typically play games for all that long. It's just not something that's, like, specifically for me. I don't know. Like, people, like, recommend, like, Fire Emblem quite a bit, but, like, I just don't see myself, like, really getting into it. And it doesn't mean that the game's bad in any way, it's just that my preferences consist of, does this game have fishing? And if so, how do I beat the game with fishing? Monster Hunter is really fun as an action exploration game, but yeah, some of the older games were really long and fleshed out. I can believe that. Let's see. I quite enjoy, like, FMV games. I'm a little bit of a sucker for point and click games. Especially if they're, like, odd, specifically. Like, Sam & Max isn't really, like, odd. But, you know, it's still, like, fun to explore the world and just click on a bunch of fucking shit and going, yeah, I'm having fun now. The Nintendo Switch Fire Emblem has fishing. It's pretty shitty fishing, though. It's not a very good set. They adding a fishing game to a Jax somewhere. Oh my god, does Gex have a fucking fishing minigame? Alright, how do I speedrun to get to the fishing? And then once we're done, I don't know, I'll just fucking die, man. I like fishing mechanics and I like cooking mechanics. Though, like, it depends on how fleshed out they are and, like, if you can find, like, cool fish, you know? I think that's why, like, Animal Crossing gets me for, like, a good bit, and then it loses me because I've collected all the fish. So, there's no point for me to continue, huh? Jack's fishing League of Legends. You know, if they put that in League of Legends, the game would be like 100% better. Yeah, if the video game has either really good fishing or really good alchemy, I will play it a ton. I know that, like, farm simulators probably have that, like, a really good, like, level of fishing. It's just that I don't fucking like farming, man. Like, Stardew Valley, like, people were like, oh, it's so relaxing or whatever. But, like, the second I booted it up or whatever, right? And I saw, like, a time limit, I went, no. Witcher 3 has godlike alchemy, and Terraria has pretty good fishing and herb/alchemy. My friend plays Terraria quite a bit. It's not really... I think about Terraria is that, like, I'm just not too big of a fan of its, like, art direction or whatever. I'm such a fucking picky person when it comes to video games. I'm really sorry. But I'm not really playing, like, I'm not really a gamer, to be fair. I play games every, like, few months, maybe. Terraria is fucking cracked. I played an obscene amount. Yeah, like, that's, like, a really general, like, consensus to it, you know? Is that game, like, traps you there. And I think just, like, being, like, why does the game look ugly, though? Scared me off. I guess it's a good thing in a way. But it's not that Terraria looks ugly, it's the fact that I'm just not a big fan of its specific pixel style. Yeah, I've been hyper-fixated on playing Terraria recently. You know, I really should figure out how to, like, download Minecraft mods correctly. Because I do have Minecraft on my computer. We can have a fun little... little Minecraft stream or whatever. I think that could be fun. But I don't really know how to capture games. But, you know, you won't ever know unless you know, do it. Though, I'm actually happy that my, like, head doesn't really hurt that much anymore. Because it was a vice, like, a good, like, 30 minutes ago. I like Maple Story a bit more for a 2D game compared to Terraria. Just in terms of art style. What I've seen of Maple Story looks nice, but I was never really in that, like, category of playing Maple Story. Like, I did have, like, I had a Club Penguin account. I had an Animal Jam account. I definitely played Webkins. But, like, Maple Story was just one, like, online game I never really got myself into. And, like, it makes me a little bit, gives me a little bit of FOMO. But, you know, at least... like, the story of, like, the online girlfriend or whatever is still prevalent, as always. I also like to play this one, like, online MMO called... well, it wasn't really an MMO. It's really hard to nail what it is, but, like, Wakfu or whatever. That one was fun. Though, my shitty little laptop really couldn't handle processing that amount of power in there, so it quickly faded from my lexicon of things I would play. And I tried to play Wizard 101 when that was still, like, still thriving as a community, but, like, my computer also couldn't handle that. But I think it was more of a case of Wizard 101 just being a really badly designed game that would constantly crash no matter what I did, really. I think that some smoke VFX could be fun for Rumble, to really go for the, what's it called? Like, effect of him overheating, right? So, having like vents on the robot or whatever that were like kind of just punched out can also like help illustrate that the thing's overheating, and also explaining why you can go back from an overheated state to like a normal gameplay state. Anyway. Yeah, Maple's story also kind of doomed to play at the moment. Feels like needs like 50 billion hours to grind to progress anywhere. But the music and the story's nice. And just not accessible at all. Yeah, I feel like that's like for older like online chat rooms of that variety, they really went hard with like the commitment to it, because that's how you like sucker kids into paying for like a membership or whatever. Though I was an Animal Jam member for a little bit of time, though my account got hacked into. Not even, I think it's because like I had let a friend on one day and they just took everything from my fucking trade pile. That was such a shitty thing to do. They weren't even like a good friend. They were just over at my house one day. It fucking sucked. I mean, like, I also like remember a time where what's it called? I'm tired today. A lot's been really going on, and it's not really all that. I mean, it probably wasn't all that much, but you know, it just doesn't feel any better when you're sick. And I feel like I haven't been doing much of anything as of late. But, I mean, I know that I shouldn't inherently tie my worth to work or drawing and that kind of thing, but it just tends to happen, as it were. So, like, when I'm not, like creating something or doing something at the moment, I can feel a little bit guilty. Even if I know that, like, realistically it's not that big a deal, and I shouldn't be so terminally online. But, you know, it's really neither here nor there. It's not really getting in to a situation where it would be concerning, I don't think. Plus, Sunday I'll be able to just chill out and relax, I think. Also, I'm really happy I put these Tomodachi Life music files in here. It makes things, like, so much nicer. Oh, also I'm making an entire little fan fiction. So, that's exciting, I guess. I just kind of have to keep going with it, because I know that, like, realistically, I've got the commitment for, like, only like a one shot really, but I really want to like tell this really stupid buddy cop story. So we're just kind of having to go with it, yeah? Let's see. Because the thing about Mordekaiser skins that, like, just kind of is a little bit of a bummer is that he never gets any other characteristic besides being the big bad overlord, really, of a story. Which, I mean, fair, right? It's just kind of what his design and his general demeanor like warrants from like a skin line standard. But I think that having like joke skins or like really anything for Mordekaiser would be fun. As for like Rumble, I don't really know what skin line he would like really jive in well. I mean, there's a million future skins here and there, and honestly, if I think that if any Yordle would be in project, besides like I don't know a Mumu, I feel like Rumble would make a very good contender for that role. Because honestly, like, the fact that he doesn't really have future skins besides, I guess, Space Groove, really is a little bit of a waste, I guess. Though, there's a lot of other characters that need things more than Rumble does. I don't know. I hate this fucking man. I don't really hate him. It's just a thing of... It's fun to hate a person. Resistance with Rumble and... Resistance Rumble would be a good idea, though. Because, I mean, like, he's got the, like, general animations to actually carry the, like, that idea pretty well, you see? There's just so many, like... skin lines that, well, there's just a lot of like future skin lines in general, but also it's just a thing of I really should have marked down some talking points here. You can actually hear me this time, so, I mean, we can actually talk, but it's also just a little bit, like, Rumble's inconsistency is, like, a big reason why, like, it's really hard to track him down as a character. Like, I'm not really entirely sure what his goals even really are. Just, like, I'm assuming that he wants to protect his home city, like, as part of the military, but that's a very vague idea, and it's never been a big idea. Also Rumble, but it has huge boobs. Fucking, I don't know about this Rumble can never be thick, okay? That's just the reality of the situation. I'm not drawing him like that, but I will sexualize Tristy. I just need, like, I don't know, like, a lot of money before I do that. I don't know. I'm sorry for Rumble enjoyers out there. I think that, like, having him be, like, a kleptomaniac and, like, really playing into his, like, role as, like, a Junkrat and, like, being like, yes, like, and playing into, like, the she has feelings and that kind of thing, it would be fun. Because it's really, Rumble just needs to be more silly. He needs to be more ridiculous as a character. Like, you can still tell serious stories if you want, but like, right now he just feels too much like an incel that's like, why doesn't she like me or whatever. It's weird. Also, a Mega Squad Rumble would be a good idea. I mean, like, he's very militaresque. For Rumble's actual clothes, I'm giving him essentially a bit big, like, he's got a big boiler suit, is essentially what I've made for him. It's like more decked out than a typical one would be, but, you know. Rumble pretty much Plankton, but without a wife. My man be stealing the fucking Krabby Patty formula. Crazy. Anyway, I wanted Rumble to be the shortest Yordle, so that's fun, right? Just so that, like, his mech seems more like huge in comparison. It's a fun little tool that will help us for later. Anyway, I'm getting rid of his mace, because honestly, if it's just for auto attacks, then he can just use the Electro Harpoon for auto attacks also. Just have it be a normal harpoon. It's not that hard. Do I know what's going on? No. Am I going to continue drawing? Probably. But yeah, the mace is bad, lol. Look. Okay. His mech animations are so bad in game. Like, I like that he pulls on levers, but that's the only thing I really like about it. So, like, we're kind of just streamlining his mech in a way to make it less bad. I'm saying that the harpoon is from, like, Piltover or someplace. And the flamethrower is from, like, Shuriman shores where Noxian, like, battle junk is, or something like that. I don't know. I actually really like playing Rumble in game too, but goddamn, even Corky has better animation at the moment. Yeah, it's sad. Like, he's got, like, polygons like Katarina or whatever, right? But they just go to waste so bad. It's just... They've really went and just kind of drawn a blank. Like, a lot of, like, Rumble's animations could be a lot better if the mech wasn't so clunky, really. It's just kind of a little bit of a problem, you see. And also, I fucking love Astronaut Corky. He is so funny, and I love him very dearly. But, yeah. I know a lot of people that play Rumble. I don't... It's not really for his character most of the time, it's for his gameplay. And, like, you know, that's fair enough. But you've also got, like, legends like, Bard and, like, Thresh and Azir, and they have good gameplay, but they're also interesting characters, and you care about their personality. So it's just a little hard. Rumble, where did you find all this metal? That's a secret only I keep. I don't know. Though, having this be like a... You know, an idea here for like a joke animation is having like some of Rumble's mech's arms like popping off and like it has tea or something. Yeah, why would I put time into Rumble when I love Kennen in and out of game? Also, yes, hello there, Throne. At least everyone can hear me this time. So, we're progress. I love that. Also, they shouldn't have ever gotten rid of this fucking music. It's good. Yo. I'm so glad that my fucking headache's gone. Welcome. I hope that the day's been treating everyone nice. Ohio gozaimasu. Bilingual kings in chat. Nah. Though I literally am in Ohio. Someone get me the fuck out. I think I'm gonna take a break, fill up my water a little bit, and we'll continue with coloring. But I hope that everyone's doing good, and you guys can tell me how you are enjoying this this design currently. Huh? Also, yes, I'm in the morning. I'm in the good morning. I don't want to be there anymore. time to get back to business. Also, thank you, Froan. Like, the problem is that my rendering style is gonna make this all look shiny, which is kind of a little bit of a problem, because it's... You see, not really made out of... like, new metal. It's made out of old stuff, or whatever, yeah. I like the idea of, like, that, like, a respawn animation that you could play or something for Rumble would be, like, him, like, materializing from his seat or something. I don't know. Let's see. What's a yordle you would want to be? It's reminding me more and more of those lanky mechas of Xenoblade. I haven't actually... Like, Xenoblade is, like, one that never really crossed my mind. It had, like, a good amount of success, but, like, really... I only really knew about Xenoblade because of Smash, and I feel like that's the same for a lot of people. But, you know. I don't play AAAs that much. I'm kind of loosely basing this off of, like, Golisopod, the Pokemon, or something. It's, like, boring-ass game. Great. Music is great, though. Well, maybe, once I figure out, like, how media share works or something, we can get, like, a little music suggestion, like, train going. Because I'd like to hear what people, like, would want in, like, stream rotation. Because I think that I'm, like, pretty alright at picking stream music. I mean, it is kind of my job. Sort of. Not really. Like, the idea is that he painted the metal to look this way, but, you know... I think that I would have to make this more scuffed up and scratched to, like, really get the full effect. I don't know. I'm kind of non-committal on this design. Well, not the whole thing itself, but more of a case of I'm just not committal of, like, the coloring, which is a little bit of a problem for me. It's a kind of thing where I'm like, I need, like, several renditions or so before I'm like, yeah, that's the one. Sometimes I click, like, almost immediately for it, but it's just not like a... It's a little game. It's a little bit of a fun little mystery to be had. Just have... Guys, don't mind the weird fucking coloring that's going on at this current section. This is why you watch process videos, huh? Or something like that, I don't know. I don't want to be running into like too many colors, but yeah. I like the coloring in this. Well, I'm glad. I'm not really too confident right now, but you know. Really, you guys are the ones that go for it. Play-Doh mix. Yeah, I'm going for a sort of thing where it's like all these different kinds of metals and stuff like that, yeah. I don't actually know what the fuck I'm doing. But, you know, it's kind of why you watch, huh? I mean, I don't know how fun this is for you. Not really. There's not like a million flashing images on the screen all at once. But, I mean, maybe I'll find a way to make my stream layout like more ridiculous. But yeah. So we might actually be getting like a double stream if I'm like feeling up to doing one next Friday or something. Essentially, yeah, we're gonna be like drawing along for a whole like charity event kind of situation, and it'll be the first stream where I have someone in VC. Well, a bunch of people in VC actually. So that'll be fun, huh? I hope that you join us. Though, of course you don't have to. I mean, I'm not forcing you to. Sometimes I think that hanging out in VC would be fun, but at the same time, they aren't really, like, into League of Legends that much, so it would be a little bit weird, but I don't want my content to just specifically be League of Legends. There's more to art than that, though I do like it. Zoe Pog. Bro. Your emotes are fun. Oh, also, here's a little sheet I've got for Rumble here. I think that his gloves should be separated because he needs to, like, be able to do technical work and hold a screwdriver and all that stuff. Also, I think that long-eared Rumble is lots of fun. Yeah. Let's get that off the screen, huh? Now we're in a very neutral color zone. But I kind of need to see everything so I can delete it. So, yeah. Very nice. 2 thumbs up from your friend, I guess. You guys, my friends. Nah. It's a little bit too parasocial. Though, yeah. Can't believe Christmas is a week away. Christmas. Just a week away. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, everyone who has viewed a stream is family. Oh, quiet you. Yes, guys. God. Alright, there we are. I'm thrilled with this information. Oh, are you? Oh, I'm glad that you're having fun then. Anyway, guys, I hate my family. Family-friendly stream, indeed. Get those off the screen. Well, I mean, you know, I'm glad that I don't put chat on in my drawing sections. So you can. It's just that everyone else can see it in chat. So, you know, whatever. It's not like this video that I'm uploading is gonna do that. Page 13. No, what the fuck? Why did I read it like that? Yes, this is a very PG-13 stream. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Anyway. Meatopia, it just goes hard when everything goes south. Page 13 of the fanfic. What kind of fucking fanfic? I mean, congratulations for sticking with it for that long. What kind of fanfic are you expecting from me? Because, I mean, I am making one. It's not gonna be the best, I know, but... Is there anything, like, that you're excited for, or something? I don't know. I'm trying to make small talk, I guess. It'll be funny. It has, like, Elderwood Vigor in it. I want to make this thing shiny so fucking bad, but that's kind of the exact opposite of the fucking point. Hand holding, and it will contain hand holding and walks in the park, and nothing bad will happen. Fake Alan Poppy. I mean, I should make a fic for them, but yeah, I'm making one set in like the Coven universe. That's what those polls are about. Because you're actually affecting the story. So I'm really sorry to you guys, Morrow, Golden. It kind of sucks that both of your like initial choices kind of got flooded out by fucking Ivern and Warwick, and I'm now drawing Warwick. Gold doesn't rest, I don't think. The dog. I look over and I just see that. What the hell? But yeah. It'll be kind of like a... yeah. I have to draw the dog. Though, I'm not really sure what the dog be doing. Also, I can't even add, like, a cover member in there. Maybe I'll add, like, Morgana somewhere in the background. But... yeah, I wish that, like, every old god, like, had, like, a specific coven member to be, like, a part of, you know? I feel like it would just make things, like, more fun. But that's just my opinion. Though, I don't even know who the, like, Silver Cobra would be. Or, like, the Night Dove. I think it's the Ivory Dove. No, it's the Ivory Stag is for Lysandra, and that's Nocturne. But I guess it's just because Nocturne kind of smokes out an area. So I guess it wouldn't be like that fun to like play out or whatever. Also, Warwick has a very specific personality. Warwick has their own worshippers IRL. I mean, I'm a very active member of Queens of League. But, you know, like, what kind of worshippers are we talking here? Because I know of a different kind of worship. So, that's what I'm assuming. Though, if someone did make, like, a full cult specifically about Warwick, I mean, that's dedication right there. So, I mean, you know, good for them. It's not really the way I'd spend my free time, but, you know. I don't really understand men enjoyers all that much. Also, like, the idea of, like, the green paint is, like, to also get, like, that sort of, like, moss-caked feel to, like, a surface, you know, without it actually being moss-caked, really. But, like, I don't want people to, like, be absolutely sure that this is a mech that came from Bandle City. This is a Bandle City mech. It's, like, most of, like, my design language here. I feel like the most popular, like, League of Legends character would probably be Jinx. Oh, also, I did redo Nocturne a bit ago, so eventually that'll get posted. Oh, shit. Well, Charger. Is it Jinx, Ahri, or Ezreal? Well, I'd take Ezreal out of contention here because, like, I feel like something's, like, popular to the extent of, like, being outside your fandom is, like, the mark of, like, a really truly popular character. And, like, Jinx and Ahri are kind of, like, the poster girls of that. Like, Miss Fortune doesn't really even have that level of, like, outside recognition. I think it is Ahri. I mean, like, for specific groups, it's most definitely Ahri. But actually, my, like, League of Legends knowledge was Jinx, so maybe it's a demographic thing. But, you know, I really don't know how to test that. It's mostly because, like, when I first found out about League of Legends, it was from, Get Jinxed or whatever, right? So, a lot of people are, like, know Ahri from all the fan art of her, or, KDA. And, I mean, that's kind of a good, like, through line into the fandom, too. It's just newer. Though Ahri's always been kind of a poster girl. Like, Ezreal and Lux are popular in terms of League of Legends. Like, in terms of people who play League of Legends and, like, League of Legends itself. But in terms of actual, like, marketing and people outside the fandom, it's most definitely either Jinx or Ahri. Like, I've probably seen Ahri before I've seen Jinx. I can't really credit my memory for either one really remembering it. But I knew Ahri's name later than I knew Jinx's name. So, I guess I'm basing it off that. Honestly, I didn't really expect myself to get so wrapped up in Yordle stuff, but I was just kind of like, oh wow, it's my... I just kind of happened to, like, pick a really, really silly favorite character of mine, and just kind of went from there. Because I just kind of like silly guys. He's so silly. I love little psychopaths. They're really, really special. Though, let's see. He's so silly. Oh my gosh, Vagar, you you burnt down that orphanage. You're so silly. Oh, he would hate that. He would fucking hate that, man. I don't know how Elderwood Vagar's personality would be any different from Vagar's current one. Like, there would definitely be some differences, but it's just kind of hard to, like, pinpoint. So, I kind of just, I'm going, yeah, these are my original characters, Blorpo and Blorple 2. And yeah, this is Jackass. So, I don't know. I really should make this a little bit duller. Come out with your hands up. We have you surrounded. Let the hostages go, Vagar. Bleh, I'm not doing that. Vagar would be like, no alt button. But Vagar, but instead of Frankenstein antics and stellar magic, he's a weird voodoo mushroom druid. Also, literally, Skull Kid mask, because yes. Yeah, I'm making in a mask. He's gonna be a little fucking Minna for our intrepid hero, Mordekaiser. It's funny, like, making Mordekaiser, like, the explicit, like, protagonist of a story. Because he's, like, not meant for it. But it's really funny. And I'm going to... And I'm just gonna make it like that. I'm sorry, all those hardcore Mordekaiser stands out there, but also, you know, it's fun for a little variety, you know? Shake my hand. Come on, boy. Would you like to shake a druid hand? Yes. Bum bum, are you ready? Transform. It's Transformation Central. Disney song. Oh, yeah, that one. Has anyone told you, Fron, that you're really good at writing music? Though, yes, Mushroom Vagar is a gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Why? Let's see. Sorry for that. Vagar as Minna fanfic. Well, okay, guys. That's what it is. Okay? Get over it. He's Minna now. My fucking fanfic, my fucking rules. He's like Minna if she was more, I don't know, megalomaniacal. And also was a mushroom. the basic premise of the story is that, like, he grants Mord power, and Mordekaiser is now indebted to him, essentially. And they go on a fun buddy-style comedy. And I'm not playing with your heart. It's literally what it is. It's kind of just what the plot is, guys. But I'm sorry, no they girl, he, him pronoun, but I mean, it is a mushroom, so like, I don't know what you want from me. So, yeah. You know, I mean, pretty fun design. I think I'm gonna use, like, her more, like, one of her concept designs as what Veigar looks like without the fun Skull Kid mask on. Because I think that I mean, like, we're taking Legend of Zelda inspirations, so, like, why not just go full on with it, you know? Though I'm not turning Mordekaiser into a dog, though it would be kind of funny. He cannot swing his mace with his teeth, so sorry. It would just be very impractical. Imagine Sith, but with a with a fucking mace in his fucking jaws. That would be so weird. I have one image in my head. Singed is the dad from Full Metal Alchemist and the dog's Vandal. What the fuck? A mushroom's fine too. You know, I admire your determination, Morrow. It's very passionate. At the end of the day, it's fun, right? Also, like, everyone, like, understands that she was kind of, like, the best companion character. Singed is every mad scientist together. Like Walt Disney or something, I don't know. Singed, like, has absolutely, like, horrific lore, and it's very fun, because it's just like, yeah, welcome to League of Legends. Oh, what's that dog? True, Morrow. Minna be like, hee hee, dog, Lamau, you should go get me that armor, though. This time, only armor. Only metal. I think that having, like, a few, like, unfinished wires that here and there will make this thing look as decrepit as I want it to look. Also, I completely didn't... Yo. But yeah, Veigar Minna, and it's kind of the vibe we're going for. I mean, like, he uses Mordekaiser's, like, shoulders and his mace as places to sit, and he can, like, go into the ground because he's a mushroom. He's a mushroom, and he's a mushroom. So, like, it's like Dark Souls, but it's Legend of Zelda, kind of. And also a little bit of Hollow Knight, because, you know, Coven Elderwood bullshit. I'm planning on having, like, the boss fights in, like, be, like, the closing to, like, certain chapters or whatever. I think that would be fun. Also, like, Riot Forge, if you ever were to make a Dark Souls-esque game, please consider my fan fiction, and make it reality. Because I'm better than than everything. Alright, let's, Ooh, I like it. Because the little, like, controllers look like eyes. It's actually... Oh, that's fun. I added so many fucking Tamagotchi Life songs in here. Tamagotchi Life. Tamagotchi Life. I fucking love this game. There's not really that much to do in it, but it sure is fun to, like, look at all the fucking content that there is, because it is quite absurd. Late boss fight, there's a pool of dark liquid on the floor. Someone steps on it and awakes. It's a deer skull with dark liquid as its body. Kind of sounds a little bit familiar. Maybe. I don't know. That's... Oh my god, it's him. It's him, Ivern. Oh. Cough nowhere, King. What the fuck? Alright, Fron, please stop summoning things in my chat. I don't appreciate that. Tree with living heart in its roots. That pumplin. Coven 2023 new. I mean, like, that is a pretty fucking sick concept. Who would you like to see get a Coven skin? Because, I mean, I'd like to see, like, someone like Renata Glask, but like I would really like to see a Lowy in Coven uniform. It would be fun. That name of the... Oh, Nowhere King. That's what it is. But it's... I'm sorry for not getting the reference immediately. Okay, I think that's good. Nunu as a tree-like golem. That would be interesting, actually. Elderwood Nunu. Yeah, that would be nice. Like, Willem as, like, that kind of big, like, but, like, ethereal kind of creature or whatever is fun. If they have Old God Alawi, they need Coven Neela Worshipper. That's so fucking true, yeah. Here's Rumble redesign, guys. He's in the video. Blitzcrank as old robot in the forest. Yeah, that would be nice. Like a Bastion type. Really what I'm doing for like Mordekaiser is that his design is essentially like, I'm gonna try and make it not look like the coming out Ashen King or whatever it is. He's just a little guy. This is a tactical outplay, though. You can draw less of Rumble and more of that time on the rat. He's just a little guy, okay? I don't know what you want me to do. He is a rat. Look at him. I don't know. Look at all 17 pixels he has. But yes, it was my plan all along to just draw a big fucking mech and then put Rumble to the side of it. And go, yeah, this is a redesign. Honestly, I thought that I was maybe gonna focus on Rumble more, but the thing is, you don't actually need to focus that much on Rumble. Because he's not really like the main thing of his character design. Though I'm gonna make his goggles rust colored, because, you know, makes sense. Now draw mecha-sized Rumble and Rumble-sized mecha. I think they work more as a beaver because beavers are really cool builders. Rumble can do art of kicking nuts from Baki. You know, I mean, like, Rumble could be a cool beaver, but the thing is you put the word really cool builder in there, and I don't think he's a really cool builder. This counts as bullying, right? I'm sorry, Rumble, please don't write me up to HR. I've been a good non-committal entity for like a few months now. Don't change it up on me. Also, like, he'd have, like, bandages and stuff like that. Now draw... I'm not gonna draw Mechanized Rumble. He would... That's his power fantasy. That's what he wants. And I'm against giving Rumble what he wants. But, yeah. I don't mean to be that rude. But, like, making him tiny is also just to, like, emphasize how big his mech is in comparison to him. So, it makes him smaller and it makes the mech bigger. But, like, you're getting enough, like, detail to be able to tell what's going on. I actually hate this color that I'm using right now, but that's kind of why I'm using it. Beige is kind of like a perfect color for Rumble, because, like, I don't want him to have a really bright neon, like, boiler suit or whatever, but, like, a blue would definitely just fade into him. So, this is a good, like, middle ground, you know? Let's see. And then... clothes are like this. Color picking's a pain. But, you know, with this kind of design, it makes his colors clearer. It gives you a good sense for what he does, because he's a workman at the end of the day, and you can, like, get all that from his character, and, like, that's just, like, a little design within a bigger design, which is essentially what Rumble as a character is. He's a little design within a bigger design, and that's just kind of how he'll be. Because, I mean, what are you gonna do? Make him bigger than his mech? Okay, buddy. That kind of just goes against his entire story. Though, I'd like to give him dark circles. I can imagine he's real stressed. Oh shit. I'm so glad that there's an undo button. Though, it is a pain when you're searching through layers and you're like, where the fuck is that one little tiny line that I made like 40 minutes ago? Because you have to go through every single one, because it's not like you'll be able to see it on the layer screen. I'll make a bigger Rumble drawing at some point, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I do have little escapades of Rumble and Teemo, because I think that their, like, hijinks is just like an open invitation for, like, good comedy. It's just that we never get it, so, you know. It's kind of where I'm coming from. maybe I'll make a poll for you guys. One of your favorite things to do is fill out polls. I know because you keep telling me how much you love them. Nah, but for like the 10th or whatever, since we're gonna be on stream and I want to do something, right? So we'll be on stream with a bunch of other artists too, so it'll be fun. I think so, anyhow. I was thinking about giving him his white fluff, right? But the thing is, I don't really like it. It just doesn't fit for some reason. Though I will give him frosted tips because he is a douchebag. Yeah, Rumble tries trapping Timo underground and proclaims that'll hold him alright. All white. Timo proceeds to walk out of the underground and repeats the phrase of becoming a big chungus. What's the dress etiquette? I don't know. You're not the one being seen. So, I mean, wear only your finest slippers, alright? Because we don't want to get in trouble with Twitch moderation. We can behave, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh, I mean, I guess I should have figured that one. Smoke is fun. I try not to be as shiny as I normally am, but you know, it's force of habit, you know. I should really like be able to work with like most styles, well, but you know, I just want to make everything shiny, even though it really shouldn't be shiny at all. Like fur, not shiny, not even a little bit, unless it's like greased up or something. But like, it's also just more fun. I thought that the fairy circle idea was good. It's magical fur, it shines. So true. It doesn't have to make sense. It's fucking magic, I guess. I don't know. Guys, yes, I know that technically the surface should be matte and clothes aren't shiny, but have you considered the fact that it looks nice? It's Tristy and Rumble. Oh, I could add a little detail, actually. Let's see. It's not really dark enough to get the message across. Okay. I'm just kind of adding details and stuff like that, but you know, I'm starting to like it. I should really learn, well, not so much learn as put into practice more of the shape language, because I always tend to like want to go like angular and like flowy with curves, and I mean it's fine, right, but also it doesn't totally encapsulate what like each region's like special, like specific architectural problems and situations are. But I hope that this looks much more like a scrappy kind of robot, aside from the other one, you know? I like that they put a shamisen in Set's theme. Yeah, this looks like it was made out of stuff they found rather than junk from some junkyard in Zon. Like, cause like the main like factors I wanted to work with for this video were like making this look like a mech that was like in Bandle City, and making this look like a mech that actually had different parts to it. Like, it wasn't just all like made for the robot, you know? I hope that like the elements came together well. And, you know, I'm actually happy that we're actually... I guess it's just because I did a good sketch or whatever. But honestly, I thought this was gonna take much longer than it did. Well, I guess that's the price you pay when you don't have too many skins and I don't really dally on them too long. You just kind of get to the drawing faster and you go, okay, please let me leave. Alright. Ow, foot hurt. The inner power of wanting to finish Rumble faster. You know, when you really think about it, it's just... I'm just that good, man. Oh my god. here's your Rumble design. Eat up, folks. Except never drawing him again. Haha, love you guys. Don't contact me about this. It's mostly because, you know. Since Rumble almost won, you know, I had to do him next. It's just kind of the rules, you know. Actually, yeah, this turned out really good. Mecha really is not my forte, like, at all. But, you know, it's good to get out of your comfort zone, right? Because my comfort zone would actually be drawing Rumble. Because he's a Yordle, and I'm pretty experienced at drawing those, huh? I don't know. Very mechanized, very much a menace. Just get me the fuck out of here. There he is, Rumble. I wonder if his name's Rumbleland. What the fuck? I don't understand why you guys let me talk this long. Put -2s in chat. Don't do that. I'm very sensitive. But yeah, the stream actually went good. Next week on Meta stream, Rumble on a motorcycle. No! You can't do that to me. I have appeased the mecha gods, okay? I'm off the hook for like at least, I don't know, like a couple of months? Maybe a couple months. Maybe I don't have to put Malphite in a poll. Maybe we can do that. Silly. Actually, it would probably look good with black background. Let me try that. Well, if I got rid of Rumble, it would probably look good. It worked itself out, thankfully. Yeah, I mean, like, we only had one disconnection this stream, which is actually mighty impressive. For a stream that is plagued with many a bug. Alright. I think that's all she wrote. Yeah. Oh, but it would look good with that. Stop me, chat. I'm trying to make a good drawing. That's not allowed on Redesign streams. It needs to look terrible, and I need to make a different part. But yeah. It's weird. Signed by MF. You know it. You have to put that signature somewhere. I'm just doing her ghost work. I don't know. Oh, also Black Dahlia is now available on Skullcrow Mobile. So if you... I want to hear her voice lines bad. And I also want to hear the new LOR expansion, too. I doubt that Kale or Aatrox or Rise are gonna have any lines specifically catering to me and my Vagar loving ass. But, you know, maybe they'll give him more voice lines, because that would be very fun. Give Vagar more voice lines in LOR. He needs them all. Just like, please. He's my canonical Vagar for a very good reason. Wild Rift Vagar I do not see. I pretend I do not. Alright, sign this motherfucker. BMF's for... Nah. There we are. Have fun. Okay, let's get in real close here. I hope that everyone's had a good day and a good time during the stream. Everything actually worked out the way I wanted it to. And I'm glad that this stream actually has the Vagar badge doesn't contain any new cards or content, but just 12 gigabytes of conversation with Vagar with every other card fully dubbed. Oh my gosh. Don't make me dream, Moro. That's a fucking great idea. Legends of Runeterra. If you want to make, like, a shit ton of money, release the patch. Everyone will love it. Oh my god. Anyway, this is where I say goodnight, and a good morning to everyone, I guess. We're having so much fun, my battery fucking almost died. But, you know. I hope that everyone has a good rest of their routines. I hope that things do well by you. I hope that League doesn't screw us over. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Usually I end at midnight, but we actually made good time. Maybe I'll stream at 7 in the future, because I think it's actually a good time to get in there or whatever. So, yeah, maybe this will work out. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it. And, you know, I'll see you next week, hopefully with a poll, hopefully with some other content. There's a lot that's gonna go on, so I'll hope that you support me, or whatever. I hope it's good. Or whatever. I don't know. Anyway. Have a good night. See you soon, guys.